Hello and welcome to this gameplay guide review for Astroneer, and this video is for a whistle stop tour around the galaxy of the other planets. Now, we have visited the barren planet previously in another tutorial, so we're not going to bother with that. So we're going to go and visit the exotic planet, the radioactive planet, the arid planet and the Tundra. Now, that's going to take a little while. I've got other things and bits and pieces that I need to do to sort out, and we will then take it from there. So I'll go do that. I'll see you in a click. Okay, so there is definitely something broken about my other shuttle. I can't do anything with it to get it to take off, and I'm wondering if it's because it's floating or it's in a bad spot. I'm not really entirely sure, but whatever the problem is, I can't use it, so I've had to build another one, and to do that I've moved the vehicle fabricator, the vehicle bay, over one slot. So instead of it being there, it's now there, and I can now use this one. Now, as a quick tip, what I've got is a couple of hydrogen fuel canisters on either side, just to give you that little bit extra of fuel so you can get around a bit more. So there we go, and off we go. Okay, so we have already been out to our barren planet. So when it comes up, so we have already been there. That's me circling on. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, we've got these other 4 planets. Now, we have the exotic planet, I think that's that one, the arid planet, and the radioactive planet, and the tundra. So there's hot, cold, radioactive, and exotic, basically. So, as you can see, this white ring is distance. That's how far we can travel within our system. Now, eventually, these planets come within this circle, and you can go and visit them. But that takes time, so I'm going to stop there. We're going to start with the first one that comes in. That's probably going to be the radioactive, by the looks of it. And then we're going to try and scope out, and we're going to put down the habitats that I've got on my module. Oh, looks like the radioactive one's coming into play very shortly, and we will go there and we will put down a base. Come on, you know you want to. There it is. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Let's go there. And hopefully that means we'll be able to reach the others. But let's make a start here. Right, so these blue bubbles are areas where you can land. Now, let's see if we can find an interesting one. But I guess that one will do. So you just click on the bubble and you will just land there. On top of a rock, by the looks of it. Oh, that's brilliant, that is. Well, actually that's not too bad, because what I can do... Oh look at that over there. Is there a wind coming? Okay, so it looks like there's some wind. So solar power, sun, and wind generation looks good. There's an odd-looking creature over there. But if I get out, let's start over here. Let's get some soil. And what we're going to do? Oh look, there's loads of them around. Look at that. That one down there, that one over there. I'm going to flatten out an area so that we can put down our... I get the feeling that that rock was specifically put there just for the lander. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a flat spot under there, I think. If I can. So I want to build. I'm not going to be lucky, am I? Right, so let's try building next to it. Let's raise the ground up a little bit. Oh, that looks good. Right, so that was flat and level. Let's use that. So I'll flatten that out. And that gives us a good basis for what we're going to do and where we're going to start our base here. Now, there's nothing to say that we can't build underground, as we have done before. But for the time being, we're just going to have a quick explore around. I'll make sure that I have a decent amount of area to start off with. Avoid that thing over there. I have no idea whether that's dangerous or not. Right, we're out. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll grab one of our habitats. Can you spin it at all? I'm sure you can spin these things around at some point, but I don't suppose it really matters. Plant it there and deploy it, and we now have an air supply and some power couplings to use. And what we can do is we can extend our base out from here and start building stuff. And that's not terribly flat, but at least it's flattish. Good enough for the start. Right, so that's that base. We will launch and go and have a look at one of the other bases, or one of the other planets, and set up a base there as well. And have a look at some of the flora and fauna. So, what we've already seen here is these weird sort of things. No idea what they're about. As you can see, the other planets are circling us. But there's not a lot of vegetation here. So you may not be able to use the basic power generator that you can make on your backpack. Which would be... that. Battery, small generator would be that one, and that one uses organic materials to create power, so you are solely restricted to solar and wind power. Okay, so I'll get onto another planet and we'll have a look at that one. Right, now we've landed on the exotic planet, and as you can see, the terrain is a lot more difficult to traverse, and there's also a lot more of these deadly plants around, and a lot more flora and fauna. Okay, so the exotic planet definitely. Oh, there's no way I'm going to get around here, is there? Let's see if we can create something flattish. And I've already run out of soil. I'm just going to... Oh, that's better. Right, so let's get rid of some of these nasty plants, like that one. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Oh, look, there's already some research to be had over there. Let's see if we can make it over there and grab that. I think this is going to be a case of making as many bridges as you possibly can. Those ones are not too bad, but being further away from them, the better. Is there more research? Look at that, there's research everywhere here. Lots of plant life, so you could use the reactors. There's research there. In an amazing amount of resources that there is here, so there's just resources just lying around all over the place, but it's obviously more dangerous. There's a lot more plant life here that is bad for you. Well, this plateau looks a fantastic place to put our base. Let's just get rid of that dangerous plant there, because those ones, oh, get rid of that one. Oh, because although that one's not particularly bad, if you should accidentally mine it and be too close, it will definitely give you. And look, there's more, even more research. Look at that! It's just all over the place here. I'll grab that. Let's just pull down and let's grab you there. And let's actually take some research back to this, shall we? let's cover this bit of land over so we don't fall through it, and we will get our habitat up here. I'm just going to try and make this a little bit more of a thoroughfare, shall we say. Make it easiest for us to get across here. Grab habitat. And I think we'll just plant our habitat there for the time being. Good idea, bad idea. Dog's barking. Dog's saying no. So let's put it in the middle. Dog says no. That's good enough for me. And there we go. That's our first bit. So even the dog's happy about that one. Right. Okay. So let's dig that out. Because what we can do is, assuming I can dig this out. Yep, there it goes. Okay, there's my other one. It's because I've got room on my module, because I've already used the taken off the others. I can actually put those on, and we can take that back and research. No, what a surprise! Bags and bags of organic material. Let's just make life a little bit easier for ourselves to get round here. It's a bit of a downward slope, but that's okay. Oops, digging it up rather than. Oh, sucks. Press the right button. And now, with a bit of luck, we're off to our next planet. As you can see, we've still got plenty of fuel. This is our second stop. We've got one more to do and another one after that. So I will need to get back home and pick up another habitat. And then I think we'll go to whichever one comes within range, to be honest. So, give us a minute or two. Right, so now we have moved to the Arid Planet, and right away I can see something that requires the drill on the Rover. There's some already poisonous plants in our very near locale, but it is very flat, and it's more or in. I don't know what that is. That could be lacerite, or it could be lithium. That should be useful for batteries, but that's. We have just had a dust storm, and oddly enough, the dust storm had really spiky balls flying around with it. If I can get a video of that, I will. But in the meantime, let's just flatten that out because that's well in the way. And this looks like a very nice flat area, so we will just continue to flatten this bit out. And this would make a very good place for our initial base. So let's dig those out and those out. Don't want those in our base, and hopefully they will disappear in a minute. There's one gone. 2 and 3, which are good, and we will put our habitat right there. That's an excellent spot. And what we'll do is we'll just get rid of these plants over here. Oh look at that, 3 pieces of research. It's fantastic. Right, so habitat, and what we'll do is we'll grab a piece of research, plot that down, and deploy. There we go. So now I have a tether point that I can anchor from, and it does supply a little bit of power, but not a great deal. Right, so let's have that red one. I think the red ones are worth more in my game. It will differ. And so let's have a quick look around, see what else is there, and see what this is. I've got plenty of air tanks, so that is, yeah, that's titanium, sure enough. And What's the other one? Looks like we've got a dust storm. Yeah, oh look, there's on those spiky balls. Time to leave. Get back in. There we go. Seek the sanctuary of the shuttle. Yeah, oh, I think we'll leave at that point and go to the next planet. Okay, slightly interesting problem. We've landed in a completely different place where the vehicle bay was placed. It's over there. It was over there by our shuttle. For some reason, we managed to land on our other rover. Doesn't seem to have done any damage, so we're going to quickly hop out, grab the bits and pieces we need, get some of this research going. The red one is worth 1,000, I think. I'm just going to quickly put that on there, or miss putting it on there, because I'm that great at this. Really? Right. Rid of that. I think that. 2,500. That was good. Let's have a look at one of these other bits. Not sure what the green one's worth. Green one in my game, like I say, they are all different. 998, and we'll put the orange thing just down there for the time being. Right, grab the habitats from over here, and we still seem to have loads of fuel left in our tank. And the last one we need to go and visit is, doing really well with missing these today, is the Tundra. Well, looks like we could probably use some more hydrazine. I'll get that sorted out and I'll see you on the Tundra. So we've now landed on the Tundra planet, and as you would expect, there's lots of ice. But actually, no, there isn't. There's none whatsoever. It looks remarkably like the start planet. Maybe because it's in alpha still. I mean, you've got to remember this is early access, and there's still a lot of bugs and problems in it, like my other shuttle. I'm landing on top of my rover. But let's get out. We'll have a quicker look around. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount around here, to be fair. It seems reasonably flat where I am. So let's smooth a bit out. There's obviously a cave system here as well by the looks of it. It's actually sloping down. It is. Okay, so we'll try a bit here. Is that worse, better? Not sure at the moment. Oh, sandstorm coming up. An ice storm. So there's definitely the option for wind power here. If there are storms, just like there is on the exotic and radioactive planet, but on those planets, let's get the habitat down, and then actually we can get back in our ship. Hopefully there's nothing majorly nasty coming. Something like, yeah, there's blocks though. Whereas on the other planets, like the radioactive planet and the exotic, was the Arid Planet, these storms also had those spiky balls in as well. So, okay, there we go. That's it. That's a whistle stop tour around the planets and what they have to offer. Not nastiness by the looks of it on this one. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, the subscribe button, please subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. If there are any videos or games that you'd like us to cover, then we're more than happy to do so. Leave some comments, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Until the next video, bye bye.